Victorian Disaster Research Alliance. Researchers from across Victoria are tackling natural hazards and disaster research challenges in an incredible variety of ways. Here are just a few of those ways.
Comics to communicate climate risks, vulnerabilities, and resilience in housing in Solomon Islands. Residents of Honiara are at the forefront of climate impacts, yet many people do not read English, let alone have access to scientific reports. Led by Professor Darren McAvoy, a team of RMIT researchers have been working with UNFCCC and UN Habitat. To raise awareness about climate risks, the RMIT research team partnered with Honiara Youth Council to translate recent research findings into comics, drawn by 4 young local artists with scripts written in the local pidgin language.
Placemaking Clarence Valley, Monash University. Placemaking Clarence Valley was achieved through the Fire to Flourish program, which uses a community-led, strengths-based approach to build resilience to disaster. Four communities in Woomba, Nimboida, and the Blix River worked alongside the research team and master students to bring diverse, locally led placemaking ideas to life.
Bayesian prediction of wildfire event probability using Normalized Difference Vegetation Index, RMIT University. This work focuses on prediction of wildfire event probabilities using satellite data and Bayesian modelling. The study uses Gippsland as an example in the context of the 2019 wildfires. Using satellite image analysis, forest vulnerability to wildfires is determined probabilistically for given amounts of dead vegetation, climate, and other environmental data.
The FLARE Wildfire Research Group is one of Australia's largest fire research groups, the University of Melbourne. Hamish Clark is working with photographer Eddie Summers to help communicate about wildfire risk. These images of wildfires and prescribed burns in the Upper Blue Mountains in New South Wales were taken by Eddie Summers and colleagues.
Organisational Accident Prevention, RMIT University. Excellence in engineering professional practice is critical for disaster prevention. This work is grounded in a sociological study of major industrial disaster causes and how to prevent them. We have developed and delivered case-based training for more than 150 engineers using a serious game called Planet Pipeline to develop skills such as long-term thinking and advocating for safety.
Participation and co-design in community resilience building. Victoria University. Victoria University are working with the Youth Affairs Council, Victoria and 10 partners across regional Victoria to enable young people to be valued as active citizens in their communities. This collective impact project is piloting initiatives to promote youth participation in councils, emergency organizations, and community organizations in disaster-affected communities.
Immersive flood communication with interactive virtual reality, RMIT University. Chain Sun and her team are researching responsive virtual flooding and integrated risk assessment, moving beyond physical and digital twins for enhanced urban resilience. User interactions within the virtual environment exemplify the data feedback loop as it dynamically adapts to the user's inputs.
The Flare Wildfire Research Group tackles the complex questions facing fire management agencies globally. The University of Melbourne. Hamish Clark from the Flare Wildfire Research Group was one of 2 Oceania regional experts for the inaugural State of Wildfires report. Hamish Clark, Amelia French, and Paul Bentley from Flare Wildfire Research are working with colleagues to develop a data-centric platform for communicating wildfire risk.
The Shaping Connections program, RMIT University. Shaping Connections is a partnership between RMIT and the University of the Third Age that aims at improving digital inclusion of older adults. The program's digital tools and resources were showcased to organisations involved with older adults and technology, including Emergency Management Victoria and the Victorian State Emergency Services.
Fire to Flourish Clarence Valley, our co-design story. Monash University. Co-design involves diverse community representatives in a supported process to map out their strengths, identify opportunities, develop project ideas, and allocate grant funding. Through gathering stories, sharing community priorities and strengths, developing a vision and participatory granting, co-designers support innovative, community-led projects.
Community Perceptions and Understanding of Bushfire Maps, RMIT University. This project investigates how community members understand, use and take action in response to bushfire maps, both incident and predictive maps. Through the stories and experiences of residents who experienced a bushfire in 3 communities, the research provides critical insights into future bushfire map designs.
Center for Disaster Resilience and Recovery, Deakin University. Deakin's Center for Disaster Resilience and Recovery researches the economic and social resilience of individuals and businesses to withstand and recover from disasters, to help create resilient businesses and communities. By analyzing the social and economic impacts of disasters and the effectiveness of policy responses, we help businesses and government to respond to disasters more effectively.
Ground-based GNSS atmospheric monitoring for weather and climate resilience, RMIT University. Ground-based GNSS atmospheric monitoring has opened up new avenues for the monitoring of weather and climate extremes using fusion of conventional GNSS and satellite remote sensing. The application of ground-based GNSS atmospheric monitoring can provide robust data to support effective monitoring of meteorological hazards and climate risks.